Nashville rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk another line. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams are...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. goes Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gaskin again on second down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast.
Here's a diving catch right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 52. I got him.
Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown, Packers!
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From midfield, here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2 and a throw again. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It gets by him, and now a little daylight.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On play action, here's Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football. There's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Carter now on the return.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side open is Gesicki. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
3 yards remain for second down.
Now Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start thinking.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, here's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tyler Lancaster there to make the play defensively. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Wilkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Tua to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers looking to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is Gaskin on the carry. They had a good job on the tackle there as they get him down short of the first on the 35-yard strike. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.